I just want to share some few things that I learned while reading this book. Actually a bad reader. I got this like long time ago, and I don't like reading as much, so I don't really I didn't even look into this book, and because of MCO, I've decided to read it and see how it can help me, my journey, and also my team. All right, let's just say that whatever that Sarah Harnish says here, sometimes it's a reminder. It's a lot of things that she says are things that I already know, things that you already know. But sometimes it serves as a reminder. We need somebody to remind us these things, to keep telling these things to us so that we know it and know what are the things that blocks or hinders us and know how to move forward to it. Okay, so just to say that when I was down with COVID in early May, I did not actually make any sales during that time. So May, you could say May itself, I was not really actively sourcing for new members and growing my Young Living business because I was emotionally quite down and quite drained out from the whole COVID thing. But I managed to put myself back, or to bounce back from that, to being able to sign up almost 11 to 12 signups in June and July. I'm not even going for the Dream Big Challenge because I'm one of the sponsors. But you know, if I'm asking you to do it, then maybe I should set an example and show that, hey, you can actually do that. If you have put your head and think that you can do and do it, then you can. Okay, so from reading from this book, okay, just to cut short how I managed to do 11 to 12 signups, it's actually a blessing in disguise, because the group that I usually advertise my essential oils and everything, they decided to form a group, private group for sellers. And in that group, we can post anything we like and get them to like our post, comment our post on Facebook. You know, because social media now is the way to go. We can't meet people, so we're actually doing a lot of social media postings in Facebook and Instagram. And you got to understand the algorithm of this social media. When you post that and nobody comments on your post, and you are the one who ups your post all the time, it's not that great, or it's not that powerful as if you have a group of people who will support you and go in and comment on your post so that your posts stay up for a longer period of time, and that they helps to generate more views, because that will cause people whom you think are not going to look at your post to look at your post, and then to comment on what you're selling, and decide that, hey, that's something that they need. So it's very important that you have that kind of support. If you don't have that support, you may be actually one of them who says, I post on social media but I don't get any results. This is the reason why you don't get any results. So what you can do is message me. I can put you in some of the groups, like for example, Win group. I'm also in a private chat group with these Win people, which we're adding a lot of sellers inside. So one after another, we're actually helping each other to bump our posts and to help the posts be viewed by most people in the shortest time. And you need to also know that when you do this, you have to be consistent. It's not just one post 1 week and that's it, you disappear. I actually post every day. For the days that I don't feel like posting, I post. I find something to talk about. Okay, it could be, okay, what I started off was to talk about one oil per day. And it has to be something that is relatable to them. Okay, you don't bring in jargons like our blends, for example. They do not understand, they are not interested. So when I started off, I just talk about lavender, then I talk about lemon, I talk about peppermint. These are things that they understand. And from there, I branch out. And then I talk about diffusing recipes, and I use Canva to do recipes. Okay, pictures that they can see the diffuser, how many drops of whichever oil and for what purpose. And that I didn't realize that after 6 or 7, 8 posts of that, people started messaging me about buying the starter kit because they love the Aria diffuser, which I use, is my diffuser background, and they wanted to sign up. So you see, I have to be consistent every day. Choose one oil a day. First, start off with those that they can relate to. Then, do like a recipes. After doing recipes, I decided to do DIYs. After doing DIYs, now today I actually post about roll-ons, and maybe I'm going to start this whole week's post all about roll-ons. So I create also like let people see that Young Living is not just lavender, lemon, peppermint. It's beyond that, and there's so many things that we can sell. Because when you're posting, let's say today I post on Deep Relief roll-on, that doesn't mean that, oh, I only want to capture those who want to buy Deep Relief. So if I feel that nobody wants to buy this oil, I'm not going to post it. That's not the case, because when people see that post, they're not thinking about Deep Relief roll-on. They're actually thinking about Young Living, and they know it's you. So they know Young Living is equals to this person, and I need the oils, I will message this person. So that's how it works. So all those posts where I post like after doing the lavender, lemon, peppermint, all those oils, and I post like they say geranium, tea tree, which they can still relate to as well. They will still ask me back for those common oils like lavender, peppermint, lemon, and they will also ask me about the premium starter kits. So all your posts can relate back to getting sales, to getting sign-ups. So just don't think that your business, it's like you don't think outside of the box. It can come back to you in so many ways. And so what Sarah Hanish also shared here in this book is, when you feel that no one is listening, she has one chapter that no one is listening. She has her sister who is a goal and who hosts a lot of classes, but nobody comes for her classes. But she knows she's getting to somewhere, and she does not stop. She is consistent. She's still doing her classes. We are also having our own classes like the welcome party and all that. And you have the upper hand because now you know that you can dangle a carrot and say, hey, if you come to my class, I'll reward you with a wooden rack. I have been doing that for June and July. I had 5 or 6 people, new ones, who came in, and because I rewarded them with a gift, they were all definitely on board to come in for the welcome party, also because it's MCO. But I think it's what I wanted to reward them that got them coming to the party. And I thought that all the July people who came are not going to be the ones on ER, because they don't seem, when I talk to them, sometimes they're new, they're not very outspoken, some of them could be an introverted side, and I can't really dig further. But from the welcome party after that, one by one kept messaging me and asked me that they wanted to buy all those July promos. It's just a waste that they can't buy those promos yet because of the way the system is on the VO. But that's the interest is already there, that they were actually listening to let's say Gary's Great Day Protocol. I had 4 people who messaged me after that who wanted to buy that set. So you see, don't limit your beliefs, or don't limit and think that people are actually not going to buy, because they may surprise you and actually they're listening and they want to get more information. So this is what happened to her. She's saying that it's how you train your mind. It's how you train your mind to stay positive all the time. And when you are in the state of being stuck, how many of you actually keep telling yourself every day that, I can't do this, I can't find leaders, I can't find builders, I can't get to anywhere. It's about time that, we turn those statements around and say that I can find leaders, I can do this, and my legs will grow. Start talking about positive things into your business and manifesting the positive things, and that will also help your mind to change and become more positive. Okay, so she's trying to say that you keep thinking that it's already saturated, that a lot of people know about oils, but actually you don't know how many percent of the population actually got those oils or know about those oils. We are still growing. There's still a lot of people that don't know about Young Living, okay? And instead of making that as an excuse, it's time to make that as a reason how you can reach out to more of those people. Okay, so you are born to lead, you are born to grow your business, but you are born to tell your mind that this can work. Okay, she did talk about utilizing your warm market, and sometimes we think that, you know, people in our warm market or like our Facebook friends already know, so they don't want to, they know, and we think that they know, so we think that they are not interested. But don't say that, because I have people who are watching me for 3-4 years and then after that coming back to tell me that they want the oils. So people are still watching your Facebook page, and even your family members who are on your Facebook, they see you selling the oils, they know that it's you. Okay, and when they need those oils, then they come and look for you. You got to make yourself available. You got to show them and be consistent that, hey, I'm still doing Young Living, I'm still passionate about Young Living, and I know I can still do this. Okay, so set the tone for your own belief system. And she says here she already has like she puts all her materials in purple bags and she sends them out. It's just like for us when we make samples for people and we send them out, right? And just send them out, pray over your samples before you send them out, and say, and manifest that these people will come back to look for you. Okay, even if they don't come back to look for you, maybe 10 people will reject you, there will be 3 who will say yes to you. So the 3 that says yes to you, isn't it better than, you know, telling yourself that nobody is ever going to listen to me or want my product, so I shouldn't do anything? That shouldn't be the case. Okay, I face a lot of rejections every day despite getting like 11 sign-ups. Maybe I have like 25 who inquired, and yeah, so there are 15 or 20 who did not jump on this essential oils thing. To them, they think it's not important. But there are like 11 or 12 who wanted to start the journey. So I have to be happy that I have these 11 or 12 people who entrusted me to bring them along this journey. All right. And 2, for me, it's like helping me to grow my business. Okay. So that is that. Vendor events I won't go through because we are not having vendor events now. This one we should talk about friends of friends. Okay, is to tap into the circle of the friends of your friends. So if that is very important, I also do that sometimes. So you look within your organization, those people of your members who are buying, look at their friends and ask your members, can I talk to any of your friends, or you talk to any of your friends and see that they're interested about the essential oils. So that is a very good marker, instead of saying that there's nobody to talk to. Actually, if you have like 100 people below you, you have 100 people's circles of friends that you can talk to. Okay, so always think that you can talk to people. All right, and never ever always say that, you know, whatever I'm doing is not going to succeed, I'm going to be a failure and all that. If you already believe that from the start, then you're not going to be successful, because you're already creating a mental setback and thinking that you can't do it. All right. Okay, and definitely you are also not forgotten. Okay, people who see you and see you selling oils, maybe they don't reply now, that they will reply later. So you're never always forgotten. Okay, and just keep on, be consistent, keep sharing, because they will come back in due time. Okay, she had this chapter, why people don't respond to you. I like what she says in here. It says, how do I personally get over rejection? It's simple, really. I can answer that question with one word: volume. Be so busy in teaching classes, reviewing your warm and cold market, handling out samples, you know, just being in relationships with people that you don't have time to notice the no's. You don't have wins at the 6 people that checked yes to come for your event and it was a no-show. Those people aren't even an afterthought to you. Just rinse and repeat with the people you meet and the ones you already know. Stay focused on new faces every single day. You won't have time to tally those that aren't responding, okay? You won't have time to wear the pain of the message that was not responded to or the hurt of a friend that skipped your class with no explanation. Okay, that is the evil one messing with your head. Don't give that any space. Focus on the next person every minute you're running your business. Always look forward and never backward. Backward thinking leads to backward business growth. Okay, so that's one thing that she said that really got me thinking also. It doesn't mean that they don't say no to you now. Okay, I won't talk about other things like fear and all that. But she did talk a lot about building relationships and the art of listening. Perhaps sometimes you don't listen enough, okay? If you don't listen enough, it's very difficult to build relationships because you're just trying to sell, but you do not breach the needs of people, okay? Here are some of her tips on how to get that, okay? Ask leading questions about people's life. Wait and let them talk. Don't respond with your own stories. Don't steal time on the clock that you need to get to know them. Take note of the things they are saying, and if the chances arise, get oil on their body on the spot, or at least loan an oil or a diffuser to them. If the chance does not arise, don't shove oils down people's throat. Keep building the relationships. You may have 3 or 4 conversations before oils can ever enter in. That's completely okay. If you force it, you are a hunter. Do not hunt people. Bless people with knowledge and wisdom. If you are tense, they will be tense too. Always smile. I know that sometimes it seems trivial and it may seem fake for a while, but you are generating a warmness that will get them to be open and share with you. If you give them a blank stare as they are speaking, you will generally get short, curt responses. Okay? And if there's an opportunity to talk about oils, don't try to be the expert. Don't diagnose these diseases and don't pretend to know what you're talking about. I actually get better results when I say, I'm not sure about that. I've never had that before, but I love this oil. Would you like to take this home tonight and see how you feel? If you pretend to be the expert, they will always come to you for questions. Worse yet, you scare away all your leaders because they will think that they need to be an expert to build their teams as well. The reality is that because of biochemistry and what we are exposed to on a day-to-day basis, your suggestions may not be right for them, even if they have worked with you forever. Their body will tell them what they need. Let them learn it on their own. Okay, so that's how she gets through, okay, on how to build those relationships and to be a listener. Okay, so I will stop here for now. What I'm going to say is, wait, there's one more chapter I want to talk about. How to collect contact information. And this is very important now because we can't see people face to face. So what is she saying is to try and add more people to your Facebook page. You can say to them like this, I want to make sure you're okay. Is it okay if I add you onto Facebook? Or I was so inspired by a story of how you overcame da-da-da-da. I can't imagine having gone through that. I don't want to lose touch. Would it be okay if I add you on Facebook? And remember last time I said about, generating some interest, key interest that, your prospect also has that sort of interest and you belong to the same group who loves to do something, let's say cooking or baking, and you add them into your Facebook as your friends. And in your Facebook is where you keep sharing about essential oils. So one day they're going to come back and ask you about those oils because they keep reading about it. So, but again, I say you have to be consistent. If you only post one post a week, one post a month, that is not going to say a lot. You need to post as often as you can, so that when people see like 5, 6, 7 times of your post, then they open up and ask you, actually, what is this? And it seems very interesting and I want to know more about it. Can you share with me? Okay, so don't lose heart. Every morning when you wake up, tell yourself that, I want to be in this place to bless as many people as possible, and I want to know that I can do it. And start talking to your mind. Don't let your mind tell you the opposite. Okay, so have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Our promo sales are coming up. Be confident, okay, that your own members are interested also to buy those. Of course, share with them in your own group chats, or we share with them, teach them on the new launches, that is the supplements. And maybe talk about the Great Leap Protocol. You can talk about any of those oils, Valor, Harmony, Joy. Share one by one, maybe 2 oils a day. You never know, just sharing 2 oils of that Great Protocol a day, you have people who really want to buy those sets. Never think that they don't want to do that, and never be lazy. Okay, laziness is one of the greatest problems or challenges, or not challenges, it's one of the greatest setback you will have on your business, because you're lazy. All of us are lazy. I'm lazy too, but I overcome my laziness, and the days that I don't want to talk about Young Living is the day I talk about Young Living. Okay, so people still know that Jessica talks about Young Living. All right, so be blessed and have a great day.